It's
Top
not.
tier.
It's not. It's the best we can do in
We
20
are
in 20 minutes
we
at 9 p.m.
are getting dozens of views, in
Your
my opinion.
camera looks really nice.
Thank you. It's the new computer.
It's really working for you. I can make
Oh.
out everything about your AC unit in the back of the room there.
Well, I mean, it's a typical AC unit,
Yeah,
100
it looks.
square foot, cubic meter thing, whatever, $100 at Walmart.
Yeah,
It has
it
a
looks
high and a
nice.
low setting, a 0 to 10 and on off.
It's pretty
Cleaned
good
out the
stuff.
filter recently. Make sure
Hey,
it's
it's
yeah,
hot.
gets
It's got to be working.
hot up in the attic. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I'm in the basement. It's cold. It's always cold down here. It doesn't matter what
It's cold.
temperature it is outside. That's why I'm
It's
always
like
in
10 degrees.
sweats. It's still like
10
90
degrees
degrees
cooler.
here,
Like
and I got a sweatshirt on.
if I could, I wouldn't have a shirt on. Like it
Ah,
would
I
just
mean,
be.
there
It's
is
just not.
nobody making you have a shirt on.
People are seeing me on the screen.
I mean, but nobody's making you. This is a
That's
decision.
true. I mean, you just blow out the nips
Yeah, yeah,
when we do it, right?
let them
No, it's
fly.
just
Let them fly.
anyway. Welcome everybody to this wonderful episode of DADGIC, Magic Universe and everything. It's been a while.
What is this?
Been
Is
been a
this
while.
five?
About a month since our
It's been a
last like
month.
main video.
It's
I was
been a
looking at
month.
our channel, and the last one was June 3rd. So we're actually
2 months.
2 days shy of a month on recording. So I don't know when we're actually going to post this. Um,
June 3rd was 2 months ago.
July 3rd. Then it was July
July
3rd.
3rd. Okay. That month
July.
ago. That's what I figured
Don't
it was too.
don't talk to me about time and the order of things. It's July 3rd.
I thought it was
Um,
about a month. It's been a minute.
Dude, at work, I have to think about like orders of months that they come in and like what days like when was Monday? That was two. It was just yeah. No, almost a month since our last actual video. I haven't done any Will Eyes because we're going to talk about the new set here in a second. Scott hasn't done any PEDH videos, and I'm assuming because he's out of ideas. Um,
No. No. I have one that I have to upload. I just gotta sit down and do it.
yeah, I've got a few. I got the PowerPoints prepped and ready to go, but just haven't had time to do them.
What
Um,
did I do?
yeah,
I did a
so
whole video for
you did.
Eulalic, and I have one for the Capitoline Triad.
Yeah, you got Grim Servant. Oh, did you actually record them?
I recorded the Eulalic one.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at the last one you posted was up there in the Seeker Scoundrel combo.
Hmm. I wasn't sure
Good
if I
ask.
posted that video or not.
That's posted. That's up there. Or maybe it's
Mm,
private. I don't know.
it might be.
It's public. No, it's public. It's up there.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I like that one. I wish more
yeah.
people would play that combo. It's fantastic.
It's too hard. It's too many choices. Um,
So good.
yeah. So today we don't have like a hard script or topic that we're going to talk about. It's been almost a month, and we wanted to get one in. So people don't the people who do know about us, which
It's
at least
hard.
is one guy commenting on my Urza video. I still love that guy. I need to go look and see what his username is so I can actually call him out because I love that guy. Um, but we're just going to talk about things that have happened, things that have come up, musings, if you will, um, and kind of go from there. Really,
Gonna muse for an hour and a half. So
muse for an
I
hour and a half.
I did watch the Pro Tour. Did you watch any of the Pro Tour?
Did not watch the Pro Tour. What was I doing that weekend? Oh, it was like a family pool day or some such, and he was sick, and
Dude,
I just
I did the same
yeah.
thing every weekend. I just like bounce around the house watching this baby. So I just had it on my phone or in my
Yeah.
headphones and I was listening the whole time.
What
Uh,
happened? There wasn't any like one card that took over the whole thing, is there?
no, clearly not.
A nice,
No,
nice balance, good spattering of decks,
there were
original
some
idea.
cool decks, but I mean, Nadu was like seven of the top eight decks. So, which
Right?
I don't know. There's a lot of strong opinions on Nadu.
Did I
I
tell
don't.
you that I originally didn't see what the big deal was on Nadu?
You
I was
didn't
just like,
say.
what? I know. I was like, you get to do the thing twice a turn. What? That doesn't. I didn't
Oh
realize it
yeah,
gave your creatures that ability. I thought he had the ability
yeah. Well, that
that
was
you could
one.
every time you targeted a creature, the thing happened, and you could do that twice.
No.
I'm like, okay, cool. No,
Oh, it's
your
worse than that.
creature have this ability. You can just like bounce back and forth the lightning greaves. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't.
What happened? Did Reed Duke do well? He's a name I know that I enjoy watching. Is he?
He did fine. He
Um,
didn't do 10 top 8. He wasn't playing Nadu. So actually, his deck was super cool though. If I remember correctly, he was on some sort of like mono black necro dominance deck
oh,
that
cool.
was super cool. You
What
just
was for the standard or?
oh modern. You
Okay.
you play the necro dominance and then you just draw a bunch of cards, and some of those cards are going to be soul spike, and then you just
What is? Oh,
soul
yeah, for those.
spike. Soul spike is like it's like I don't know 6 or 7 mana. Mana cost is not important. You can exile 2 black cards from your hand to
Mm, to
drain
cast it,
to drain 4 from your opponent.
and you
Um,
gain 4. Yeah.
yeah, so you just draw a bunch of cards with Necro Dominance. You throw some Soul Spikes at your opponent. You get in a couple extra points of damage somewhere, and they die.
Right.
Um,
That's right. You get at least all 4 of your soul spikes. There's what's
yeah,
4 times 4?
16.
16. 16. I can
Yeah,
do
so
it.
it's not quite
Yeah.
enough, but yeah. So that deck was cool.
Yeah. So you just need 4 more damage somewhere. You can
Yeah,
probably, if
which
you're
is
drawing your whole deck, you can find it. I'm
they'll
sure.
just. I mean, most decks in modern are gonna fetch and shock themselves. They'll do 4 damage to themselves over the course of a game. So
You just kind of wait until they get down to 16, then you go
yeah,
off, right?
yeah. So that was super cool.
That is
Um,
cool. I do like that.
there were some other non-Nadu decks. Flage. Flage was a big player. That's like the red white Euro style card. It's like a lightning
Oh
helix.
yeah, yeah. That was cool. I saw that card when it was spoiled. I was like, oh, that would be unique to build as a commander deck because Euro is really good, and so is the black red one. Um, the escape is just cool, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
escape.
So
Yeah.
it showed
It
up
just
in a
gives you
lot
another
of like
option to play around, right?
yeah, showed up in
So
a
in a
lot of
modern deck,
like control shells. There were some control decks, and they would use
a lot
that
of those
as
not
like their finisher, right? So you get a repeatable lightning helix out of the graveyard once you're done casting your counter spells. Oh shit.
what?
Nope. I gotta go.
Shmoo?
Yep.
You got a shmoo.
I got a shmoo.
All right. Are you
I don't know
pausing
if I'll be
or?
back. I'll text you.
Uh,
I'm gonna stop the recording.
yeah. Enters the
Yes.
battlefield. All attacks deals 3 damage. You gain 3 life. So yeah, control shells, and then you just exile your 5 counter spells because you can run blue. Bring this 6/6 back. Jeez, yeah, that would have been a cool. That's a good
For
burn deck. Like good burn white removal deck, like board wipes. Like, just as a commander, that's a good just like boros control deck, right?
it's a good card. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
3 damage probably isn't a lot. Probably
No,
isn't
but it
enough
is
for
like
commander.
it's doing all this other damage, the other cards, other like board wipes and control spells in white, and then bringing this thing out, and it's a 6/6. So you've controlled the board. You're the only one with a 6/6 out, and it deals more damage. I don't know. It's got to be cards out there that make it cool.
I mean, I put Inferno Titan in my most recent deck, so
There you go. You can run. You run Inferno Titan. Why not run this?
well because this one doesn't have white, but
Well, Inferno Titan doesn't have white.
the deck doesn't have white, so that would be why.
Yes, I mean if you can
But
run,
conceptually,
yeah, if you can run both, and you do
I
run
would
one,
I would
why
play
not?
Flage. Yeah, yeah, for
Well,
sure.
no, not why not Flage? What is Inferno Titan 3 damage or
Yeah, but you can split it up.
split it
I
up?
mean, you don't gain life, but you can split it up. So
How good is life gain? I mean, really,
I mean,
it's
also
good. No,
Inferno
it's
Titan costs 6, and Flage costs what 3.
3, and then
Yeah,
4 to
4 to
escape.
yeah. So that was another of the cool one of the cards that made a statement. But
If Nadu wasn't a card like Reed Duke's deck would have been cool. Flayed would have been cool, and it would have actually like done something.
Yeah, I think it would have been really interesting if Nadu wasn't
But God,
so,
who didn't
so
exist?
overwhelmingly good.
Why did they give it? Like, why wouldn't it have been like the way that they've been printing cards recently? They've been putting these restrictions on like once a turn and once during, all these restrictions. So, and that's where I assumed with Nadu that it was just, you know, whenever you target a creature, do this. You can only do this twice, right? It was more in line with what they've been doing, like with
Hmm.
that templating, than your creatures have this.
I think they missed Shuko.
In this Shuko.
Shuko. One mana equipment with a zero equip cost.
Oh, what about Lightning Greaves?
Lightning Greaves cost two.
Okay, so it's zero equip cost.
Yeah, but it
You play
can't be
Lightning Greaves,
searched up by an Urza Saga.
it's true. You can still put it with like, I mean, it's still like you can still like it, I guess not in those colors. You can't really search for equipment, can you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean it's just still though like you load your deck up with zero equip. There's plenty of zero equip cost cards, right? There's enough of them.
I mean,
Low cost, even if it costs one, you're 5 mana. You draw 5 cards, put 5 mana on the battlefield.
I mean, yeah, if you're talking about playing Nadu fairly, but nobody does. I just
Uh,
think they missed it. I don't know how, but I mean, nobody like you
it's
don't
too
know
many.
what you didn't know what Shuko was. Like
Yeah,
it's actually perfectly reasonable for them to miss a card. There's like 10,000 cards in modern.
yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking. Even I guess they're not. It wasn't not even a modern master set. Not a modern master. It was a commander set.
No, modern Horizons.
Modern, modern Horizons. Ah, okay, yeah, modern. Okay.
Yeah, it's printed
Still,
form modern, but like
you know what those cards are going to be
Shuko is
coming.
like right from the beginning of modern. Like it's like a Kamigawa card like that never saw play. It was never good. It
Until
was
now.
never anything.
Right, is
Uh,
this it's what +1 +0?
Yeah, it does
That's it.
nothing. You would never play this card.
And now it's good.
And that combos with Nadu now.
4 of each. And any landfall effect.
Yeah, just they. I think they only play the other one from Modern Horizons, the Nantuko. Um,
Nantuko has been a fantastic card, actually. I mean, I haven't played it a whole lot,
yeah,
but I find myself putting it in like every deck that runs green. Like I've built 4 decks recently, like
yeah.
at
Why
least
wouldn't you?
on our deck, right? 2 of them are Enchantress decks. And five. So 2 of the Enchantress decks, both wilds here. One is the Bristly Bill, which is landfall mono green, and then the other one is Balin and Pugs. And Nataku's in all of those, just
So
because
good.
it's just like that's great. Two, the ceiling is it copies one of your best creatures, right?
No, no, the card's nuts. Yeah,
The
put in
floor
like a.
is you get a free spirit, insect,
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
So like in an Enchantress deck, it does so many other things.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's
I would play it if I had.
is it
I
as
don't have
good as
one
the
yet.
Scoot Swarm? Is it better than Scoot Swarm?
It's way
Is
better
it
than Scoot Swarm.
what about just straight landfall decks effects? Scoot Swarm or Mutaku? I mean Scoot Swarm, right? But okay, so if you
No,
play one, do you just play the other?
no,
No, you don't think so?
no. I mean the
Like if you care
Nantuko's.
about counters, your tokens, you're playing usually playing Scoot Swarm incidentally, if you can. If you care about landfall, you're playing Scoot Swarm. In both of those instances, you're probably also playing Mutaku. If you're playing Enchantress, you're not playing Scoot Swarm, but you are playing Mutaku. So what instance where you do want to play a Scoot Swarm, you don't want to play Mutaku?
I don't know. I don't want to play Scoot Swarm ever. Personally, Like that's
It's
how I
it
feel.
it doesn't combo off, and it's not a control card, so Scott doesn't want to play it.
Yeah, it's takes too long to get set up. It's like,
It's funny. You play one Scoot Swarm and a Scape Ship, so you got 20,000 Scoot Swarms.
yeah, but then like a significant portion of the time, it does nothing.
Mm.
Whereas like if I'm holding my scoots, like if I play it on turn three, right,
This does nothing.
and then I play a land, or if I play it on turn four and then I play a land, like I've gotten a 1/1. If I wait to play it on turn six when I can get a copy of a Scoot Swarm, like, okay, that's better, right? But
But you're playing it in a deck where you're gonna have, oh, like if you built a deck right, 6, 7 land by turn 4.
that does, the turn number doesn't matter. The point I'm making is like if I'm gonna wait to like get maximum value out of my Scoot Swarm, like I can just wait with my Nantuko and get maximum value out of that, and the value of Nantuko is significantly higher.
Yeah, because you can pay 2 every time a land comes into play, right? And keep copying the thing.
Yeah, I can make
In
copies of all
my head, I
sorts
was
of
just
shit.
thinking like you copy the Eidolon of Blossoms once.
I get
Now
a
you
bunch of
keep
enter the
copying
battlefield triggers or whatever, and
yeah.
as opposed to like making a bunch of Scoot Swarms that all just get deleted by the same damnation.
Well, so does an Otaku copies.
Yeah,
Do the
but they can trigger enter the battlefield. They can. I could be copying an Inferno Titan or a Flage
that's true.
or any number of things. And I don't know. That's more. That's. I just don't think that Scoot Swarm is the one.
Why are the Titans legendary?
Why?
Like the old ones. Well, not Flage. Flage is legendary, but like Sun Titan, Inferno Titan, Frost Titan. Like, are there a bunch of Sun Titans walking around? Like, is there a colony of like a village of Sun Titans? Are there lady Sun Titans? Baby Sun
I don't know.
Titans?
I mean, they were from Corset. I don't think there's a lot of
Yeah,
story there.
I was just thinking. That was before they actually like made every other creature legendary too. So,
Yeah, yeah. They
alright,
predated this Commander push, so
yeah.
they might be different if they were
Ooh,
printed.
Sun Titans are legendary. Nah,
They'd also
just
have
those
like
board wipes.
20 more lines of text
Yeah, that's
and
true.
probably like some Phyrexian mana or something stupid.
Probably. Ugh. All right, so that's the Pro Tour. That was cool. That was the one in Baltimore, right?
No, this
No.
SCG Con was in Baltimore this
Okay,
past
so not the
weekend.
Pro Tour. Pro
The
Tour is a different.
Pro Tour was in
That's
Amsterdam. I think it was across the
oh,
pond.
that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's fun. I've been there.
I've never been.
Um, one one guy we went with was like, we've been here for 3 days, and all we've done is gone to the red light district and somewhere, and then in like the bars, and like the other 6 of us, because we were just a bunch of college kids, we're all just like,
That was the whole plan.
yep,
That was
uh-huh,
all we put on the list.
what we did. Like we don't see the problem there. We went to one museum. We did go to a museum, which is cool.
Yeah,
But
you got to get a postcard
we,
from somewhere.
yeah, we did all the other Amsterdam stuff that you do, um, which was cool. But so Bloom new set, awesome set. So that I've been actually looking forward to a great deal. Bloomborough.
Bloomborough.
I wasn't excited about. I mean, Modern Horizons was cool. Wasn't excited about Cowboys, which they're cool.
No,
They're great. They do things. No, I wasn't like cowboy hats and revolvers. I get it. All right, I'm not excited about it.
that was sweet.
Assassin's Creed, okay, great. Doesn't do it for me. You got me with Doctor Who. You got me with Warhammer. Assassin's Creed's not me. But when months ago, years ago, and I was looking through the list of upcoming sets, I was like, that one,
That's the
Bloomborough.
one.
That's the one. I bought a box of them. Got a box. Uh,
I don't have any yet, but
no, just
it's not out yet, right? Is it out?
no.
I don't. Tomorrow, right?
Whenever
Probably
we
tomorrow.
post them, we can. But I got them. Look at these. Look at these sweet basics. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
got a little what is that? A squirrel or a raccoon there?
yeah. No,
Look
Wiz-
at this frog in a swamp.
Wizards basic game is on point.
Yeah, honestly, I do. Someone made the point of like, why aren't, and it seems like they are doing this now. Look at this little mouse in a field. Like, it's a little, it's in the corner there. Like, why aren't all basics like the full out basics now? Like, they should be. And I agree. There's the other planes. It's like two. Is it the same one? It's the same plane.
They gotta put something special in the collector
But it's
boosters.
but this is like they all basics should be full art. Like there's no reason why they shouldn't be. Like you just make the full art the way that they are for the set, and just make them all full art.
I
I don't
mean,
know if you know the story behind Bloomberg, right? It's
that's something about.
like there's this calamity beast, right? But it's funny because like they're otters and mice and squirrels and things and so they're tiny little creatures. So like they describe these calamity beasts, and as you're reading through the story, listening to the story, they describe this thing coming through the water and making this flood and flooding the docks and creating this mayhem. It's just like a snake. It's just a snake coming through, coming like a water snake. Like the one thing they talk about.
Like a regular snake, like a
Like well,
perfectly.
I'm sure they have mystical powers. They are these calamity
But to
beasts, right?
them, it's an
But
enormous snake.
it's just a snake, and like the one is this crazy bringer of night. It turns out it's like Nahu or whatever, like the black owl
Yeah.
thing. But it's like it comes at night, it causes damage, and the village is destroyed. I'm like, it's just an owl. It's- but I love it. Like that is what's great. One of the great things about the set, right, is these little tiny guys, and they're freaking out about these. Like the one is a lynx, right? Let me look through some of these. The Sunspire lynx. It's just a cat, right? Like
Hmm?
one of the bigger dudes hugs Grizzly Guardian, which boom, hugs Grizzly Guardian. Like he's just a badger. He's a 5'5" trample. He's in this plane, he's just a badger, you know? Can I get any other calamity beasts?
Just a badger.
Trying to find. Oh, I'm pretty sure that this is the one in the storyline that they're talking about. So he's a fish. He's the elemental fish.
Hmm.
But he's like a big old fish coming through, and they made a village on the river, and it's hilarious. The mice are necromancers,
That's what I was, or I was
spawning
gonna
up
say about
like
how the squirrels are all
skeleton.
warlocks.
No, that's what I meant. The squirrels. The squirrels are necromancers,
Yeah. No, the
and
squirrels are super
the
dope.
rats are like the keepers of the lore or whatever. Like they're in the cave, and it's like we have all the knowledge in the library. We'll share it with you, and they're just rats. It's hilarious. I love it. At one point, the one like main character is like, she's never met an otter that can't control the tides. So
Hmm.
great. I have all these otters. I'm gonna give them all to Harry. I got this the good like so he can make the good otter deck. Got the tokens that I'm gonna give him. And he's just gonna get all these otters. He's gonna get the otters, man. He's gonna build a
I,
sweet otter deck.
I don't doubt it at all.
Uh, what is have you looked at any of these cards? Have you
I have. I have. Let me
what interests you about them? What's cool? What did you like?
Oops. Lost my thing.
Is Bloodroot Apothecary going to be as good as everybody thinks it is?
Just just give me a second. Give me a second.
It's Bloodroot
Got it.
Apothecary is in the Bant Recon.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't think so. But
I mean, it kills treasures.
maybe if it had flash.
Fair enough.
Maybe if it had flash.
But we can give it flash pretty easily. Plenty,
Yeah, but
plenty of time to
that
give
is
it
a lot of
flash.
work. I mean, it's a fine card. I think it's
I mean,
fine.
it's one of those cards. It seems like a white card to me, right? Like it's a Mother of Runes. It just sits there and says no. Like you got to remove it to do the thing in the first place. Yes, Mother of Runes is harder to remove than this guy because it can protect itself. But like this just sits there and says, "No, you can't sacrifice 5 treasures to
It's
do
nice.
anything."
It's nice
Right?
that it only affects your opponents.
Yeah, it's an asymmetrical stacks piece, and it's in green.
Yeah, I I mean, I
and
think
it's
it's
in the
fine.
group hug deck, which is weird. I thought it would be in the. Why is it not in the squirrel deck?
I don't think I'm paying $11 for one, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, it went up. I'm looking. I had it on the. Yeah, it was at $10 a few days ago, a month ago, about. I mean, it's not actually out yet, so once it's actually out, the price will drop. Right.
Right. I mean,
I got a bunch of cards on here. I just actually ordered a bunch of cards. I'm building the Balin deck.
Balin.
Yeah, Balin. I pulled him too. What
I
is
like
that little bastard?
I like Igra. Igra is probably my favorite card.
Igua.
It makes everything food token, food
Oh
artifacts.
yeah, yeah, that one. Oh, what was the one? I was just watching a video. The guy was talking about Igra. Oh, there he is. Ah, Balin.
Balin.
Yeah, he's a bunny. I picked up a tempt with bunnies for it because it seemed like fun. Um, oh,
I
what was
want
the card? What
it's
was the card? What's the card that turns everything into artifacts?
Igra.
Okay, what's the card that destroys? There's plenty of cards that destroy all artifacts.
A lot of them. A lot of them.
I feel
So many.
he was talking about this one card and with this particular guy, and I forget what it was. Well, yeah, you just destroy all the artifacts, right? You play this guy, destroy all artifacts, and he
That's
gets
the
half.
idea.
You gonna build a fair deck with him?
No, probably not. But I like him. He's my favorite. I like these season cards too. Pretty much all of them are fine with me.
Oh, the one that give you like the paw prints.
Yeah.
hmm I hate
I
the
like
green one.
I like having options. You hate the green one.
It's a enchantment board wipe.
Yes, it is. That's probably my least favorite of the bunch.
Yeah, season of gathering, season of weaving for 6. You could draw 5 cards. It's not bad, right?
No,
Copy an
yeah.
artifact or creature, or return a non-land permanent to its owner's hand. That was not that good. What's the white one? I mean, the last ability is not great for 6. Create
Mm,
5 rabbits for 5. Create 5 rabbits. Exile a non-land permanent. Its controller draws a card. Return target permanent with greater mana cost 3 or less. For 5 mana and 3 paw prints, it should not be 3 or less.
which one?
Season of the Burrow. It's good. Now I guess you do that. Make 2/1/1s.
I mean, it gets an indestructible counter, so there's probably
That's
something
true.
busted in half that you
Not
could do with that.
something. Yeah. There's X life for excellent creature cards in your graveyard. Draw a card for each creature card that died this turn. Each player sacrifices a creature. You decide what order these resolve in, right? So you for the black one, right? You could
No, top to
choose.
bottom.
Yeah, well, you could choose 1, 2, 3 paw prints. Each player sacrifices 3 creatures, and then 2 paw prints. Oh, I mean, you draw 3 cards, or you
Yes,
sacrifice 3 creatures.
yes, they would resolve that way.
Yeah.
No, I like
What's
those.
the
I'm sure there's other ones, but
create a tap treasure XL? I mean, I like the feel of it. Like I like Mabel as a card too. Like it's not a great card. I pulled Mabel, which is cool. Coiling Me Both is a good card. I feel like 3 and 2 black. Gift a card is just draw a card. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You know, a gift was promised. When the creature isn't legendary, create a token as a copy of it.
mm,
So like Gary,
yeah,
just make 2 of them. I was
yeah,
thinking that's the one that came to mind right away was just Gary.
yeah, yeah. Like I flipped through here a handful of times, and there's not a whole lot that like jumped off the page. But there's a lot of cards that I feel like over the next year or so, I'm gonna be like, dang, I need that.
Mockingbird is cool,
Because they're just like, there just seems to be like a high base level power.
right? A good floor. Well,
And
there's Scarlet Invocation that combos with that wizard board wipe here. Destroy all creatures. If a gift was promised, return a creature card. Put in your graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. So you gift the card. You play Maha of a wizard. Copy Starfield. Return the wizard. Copy Starfield.
Hmm.
So you just make them deck out. I just thought it was a cool like idea of the mice and things, and the frogs are cool. Frogs are great.
Yeah. Just,
Like
yeah.
just the fact that they're actually like, and the bats aren't like evil. They're cool,
They're
right?
cool. They're chilling.
They're cool. The bats are cool. The bats and the rats are both like just doing the mice. The squirrels are the bad guys.
The
Right?
squirrels
They're
are
the
the
necromancers.
definitely
Um,
for
and
sure.
the actual the main bad guy of the set is Glorb, King Glorb. Story wise, he's a the frog. He's a bad guy. But
King
that was very interesting.
Glorb.
Yeah, not Larb.
Glorb.
Uh, Larb, the yeah, that guy, the fool. What's Yeah, I forget the guy's name, but you can draw a card if you don't have any cards in hand and a land under the battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he yeah, but Glarb though is the main bad guy. And I mean, there's this three tree village. That's a tribal Nixos. There's nothing bad about that card. Or put in Adeline. It's a second Nixos in the deck.
As we found out just the other day, you don't need that much mana.
But it's only but I mean I took out so what I did I put that card in. I took out a ramp spell and put in a tutor. Because that in that the game that we played what 2 nights ago, I
Yes.
needed a pump spell. Like I needed the Baragon of the Guard 5 turns previously. And when I got it. Like that would have been so much better. I needed a Cathar's Crusade so one of your blood wipes didn't take it out. So yeah.
Yeah.
But like it doesn't take up a slot in the deck, so it's not taking up any room. You know, I took out a
I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing three tree city.
yeah, an attack.
I
I
don't
get
think I'm
four.
ever gonna play three tree city, but
Well, you don't play tribal decks like that. You just don't. The idea of a fair deck is 5 blood wipes in the game.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's a fair deck.
Super fair deck.
Yeah, I didn't like this. Iridescent Vine Lash is really good in a landfall deck. I mean, it deals 1 damage to target opponent, but like there's plenty of ways to combo off with that. Get a bounce land and just win the game that way.
I got a cough that I can't beat. Ugh.
uh, I mean, we've been sick forever. If we want to switch tax to schmooze,
Oh,
we have been sick for like a month straight here.
yeah. She came home with a cough weeks ago and gave it to Ashley, and Ashley's just been like dying for weeks. Man, I haven't been fine. I just have a cough, but
Yeah. There was
mm,
2 weeks before I started my new job, which this is my third. This was my third week at the new job. He threw up like twice on Sunday, like threw up, right? And
like
we like were like worried
yeah,
about him. He wasn't like he was. I wasn't acting any weirder, but then like that Monday, I felt like absolute shite.
shite.
Like I would have gone home earlier than I did, but I told people that I would call them, and I did. And I went home and like I got home, got in bed at 3 o'clock, didn't get out of bed until 7 in the morning.
Gross, dude.
And even like that Tuesday, I felt like that whole week I felt like crap. And like I weighed myself, and I lost like 10 pounds that week. It was
Nice.
terrible. And it's because of this little guy. And now she's like the last 2 days, Bridget's been like sick and like not feeling well. He had a fever this past weekend during the Pro Tour actually.
Mm.
Um, We went as like a family pool day, and we went there, and like he was just not having a good time, right? Just not a happy camper, and it's just he had a fever, he was sick, and then Bridget got it, and yeah, I haven't had a cough this whole time, but
No,
I'm like
it's been brutal.
sick for a month on and off. Ugh.
Yeah, it's been nonstop.
Yeah.
Just been,
What's what's new with Sloan? What's she doing? What new things has she learned how to do?
man, she just says everything's hers, and she likes to dance a lot, which
Yeah.
is adorable for a minute, and then it's like, I don't want to dance. She doesn't want to dance by herself.
She wants to dance with somebody.
She wants to dance with somebody.
Oh, that's
And she doesn't
nice.
even really want to do the dancing. She wants to be like held while I dance. And she just wants to bop up and down and throw her
She
arms
just wants
around.
to be with it. It's just like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because she can't find the beat, but somebody else can. And then she's like into it, you know? But, so yeah, that's really, it's cool,
that's
but
funny.
it's
Yeah.
like, it's exhausting. So every day at like 4:30, she gets home from daycare. She's dance, dance. God damn
Okay.
it. I guess so.
Yeah.
And so we
He
dance.
Patrick has been he can stand now. Like he pulls himself up and stands. And that's like all he wants to do. All he wants to do is crawl over things, mainly me.
Yeah.
Um, Laugh, giggle, wrestle. Like I flip him around, turn him over. He loves it. He is doing his best, his darndest to get all the way up the staircase. I think
Yeah,
he got
Sloan
to like
can
the
climb
seventh or
stairs.
eighth step
Yeah.
today. I mean, I'm right behind him, right? Like hands like right there, you know.
What? Then he got
I
tired.
think he's tired. He's kind of like,
Get sleepy.
well, he'll like, I think he like hypes himself up. He'll like pound the step that's like two steps. Like he'll be standing on one step, another step in between, and the hands will be on the third step.
Right.
And he'll just like pound that step with his hand. I think he's like hyping himself up. Like when you can tell when he's tired because he won't like stop pounding the step to get up to the next one.
Right.
It's like, all right, we're done. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Slow. She'll take on the stairs. She'll go up or down. It's not it's not safe or healthy, but she'll do it. She don't give a
probably
shit.
healthy. Probably healthy, just not safe.
Yeah, now if she gets a concussion,
Well, that's the not safe bit.
it's also not healthy.
It's healthy for me. Going up and down the steps itself is healthy. She's learning. She's figuring out her body. She's, moving, coordinating.
Yeah, so you gotta have like a certain level of baseline coordination before you can take on a move like that. That'd be like if I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go fly a plane. I'm just gonna go do it.
Not hard to fly a plane. I've done it. It's and landing isn't actually like difficult either. Like you
Yeah,
just kind
but
of flaps down, slow down, and don't hit the ground too hard.
like I wouldn't even know how to read an altimeter. I wouldn't even know how to wouldn't know what
The lower,
anything I'm looking at.
I'm talking about like a tiny little plane, like a little Cessna, like two seater, not like
I'm talking about any plane. I'm talking about any plane.
a Boeing. I would not. I don't want to
I'm
fly
talking
a Boeing.
about any plane. Doesn't matter. You have to have a certain amount of baseline knowledge or somebody like actively assisting you. But she will just be like, "Oh, nobody's watching me. I'm gonna go down the stairs."
There was a few weeks ago. He was crawling on upstairs, um, and I had my hands like he was walking towards the stairs. Right, he was on the second floor, walking up the stairs. I just kind of wanted to see what he would do. I was like,
Hmm.
let's just see. So I bend down. I have my hands like around him, not touching him, but around him, just like following as he goes. Dude, just hand into space, down,
Oi.
grab him. But like he just no, just pure confidence, just right in there.
Oh, it's
Like when
all
you're walking, you don't notice the pool's there, and your foot just like it's just
yeah. Or you like
full
think there's
on.
one more step.
Yep, just ready to go, no hesitation. Wasn't like, huh? Nope.
Dude, full send all the time.
Oh yeah, he was just.
I'm with it.
I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun with him now, though. Like in the mornings when he gets home from daycare, and just like he doesn't want to dance. He wants to like crawl and flip and He'll come up to me and I'll grab him, just like flip him over, and he loves it.
Just
If he's on the couch, he'll crawl off the couch. You'll grab his legs, and like smash his head, and you pull him back, and he thinks it's one of the funniest things ever.
you just
Great.
wait. You just wait.
Oh, when he gets on his feet, yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Mm.
I am psyched. I'm sure I'm gonna be tired, right? Like I already am, but
Oh yes, you will be
oh,
tired,
I'm looking forward to it though.
as you should, as you should.
Mhm.
So I had
So yeah,
to experience the. I had like the rule zero conversation for like the first time, like in real life.
oh
Just
yeah, yeah, because you have to play in real life with some
I played
noobs,
with strangers the other day.
some noobs.
Not even just noobs, just strangers.
How'd it go? How did you what did you feel was happening during that conversation?
We didn't really have it. First of all, we didn't really have it. I guess there was some information that was that didn't make it to me, basically. So me and John D had been talking about it
Right.
because I was like, well, I don't want to show up with something. I don't want to, I don't want to
Yeah,
make
right.
anybody else have a bad time. I don't want to be anybody. I don't want to be a problem.
Right.
So I had a couple decks. I had Nazgul, which is like a completely fair deck, and I took out like Mana Crypts and stuff. So it was like, I mean,
Easy enough.
I still had the Underground Sea in there, but Underground Sea is not like a good
No,
card. It's
we
just like an
talked. Yeah,
expensive
it's
card.
expensive. Yeah, we talked about that before. It's like it
Yeah,
doesn't.
I
Yeah.
have one, so I'm gonna play it. It's not gonna like blow the game up. So I took like the Mana Crypts out. So I had Nazgul, which is like super straightforward, right? You
Mm-hmm.
just play
Right now it's
creatures and
cool.
turn them
Right
sideways.
now. Yep.
Um, and I also brought Grist because I love Grist. And
Yours is it's punishing, but it's fair. It has what, like two combos in it.
there's a lot of combos in
Wait, which are ways to end the game. Oh, you have the
there. A lot of combos.
spellcaster guy, the spell mage guy with the
Yeah, I got
dagger.
Magecraft. I got like Yawgmoth. I got Agatha's Soul Call. There's a lot of combos in Grist,
Hooks a
but
lot.
we're getting
Yeah.
there. So I show up and
Okay, cool.
before I left the house, I texted John. I was like, "So what?" Because I was gonna bring like I didn't know if I needed to bring like Rocco, like the Pauper EDH deck, right? And
Well,
so I
Rocket
text.
Rocket's still good there.
I know, I
We
know that would
talked
have
about
been
that.
mean.
Just because you're using common doesn't mean you're not comboing off and
No,
winning the game.
this all circles back around.
Right,
So
right, okay, okay, okay.
so we show up and apparently like nobody there plays any infinite combos. Not necessarily because they're like outright against them. They're just not there yet,
Okay.
right?
They haven't like thought about like, hey, I can do this a billion times.
Uh, it's not even so much that. It's just like even like if you're playing the infinite combos, but you're not also playing like the tutors. Like if you're not building your deck a certain way, then like the infinite combos can actually be a detriment to you, right? Because
Sure,
they often
sure.
involve like bad cards and things. So
Yeah, like this card doesn't do anything without the other card.
right, so they're just not
I need a way to
there
go get
yet.
the other card. Yeah.
And
Okay.
uh, and so I looked at John D because somebody else was like, "Oh yeah, we don't have any of those." And I looked at John. John D looked at me and he's like, "Nobody told me that." Because before we left, sorry, I think I skipped this. Before we left, I asked John D like, "What's the power level we're talking about here?" And he said like a 7. And
Which
I was like, okay, which is like
right,
everybody's power level. But like even
everybody
if you're
knows seven.
yeah, um, but like John D knows what I'm bringing, and he's been playing for 2 hours with these guys. So like if he's telling me that it's like a 7, then like Grist isn't that far off. Grist isn't a CEDH deck,
No,
right?
no.
Like it
Yeah,
might
that's
be.
I kind of like saying like, is it a casual? Is it CEDH or is it like a strong deck? Right.
Yeah,
That's
Grist.
more like it's better than the
Yeah.
numbers, but
So I was like, okay, because like I didn't know if I was walking into like a bunch of precons, right? Which I
right.
wasn't. They weren't precons. They were decks that people built, and like and these guys are all like well off dudes. Like they got cards.
They can pick up a
They
dog
weren't
side.
they weren't lacking for cards.
Right.
Um, so I show up and then this infinite combo thing happens, and I was like, my eyes got real wide. I was like, well, I have them. They're everywhere. There's so many, and I was like, I didn't like make a scene about it. I just sort of like,
Right. It's like that. I do have combos in my deck.
I was like, I have them,
Kind of like being
and I
like up for being up. I mean, that's the real zero combos. Like just being up for like, hey, we don't play in my combos. Like,
and
oh, okay, well, I do, and
I
I
do,
have decks
yeah.
that
That's
do.
what I said. I was like,
And,
oh,
like,
okay. You,
that's yeah,
you,
that's
so
the conversation. Like,
I
I
looked
could
at
take you out,
Johnny.
give me some cards, but like, yeah,
I looked at Johnny and was like, okay, so what do we do here? It's like if we get to like, because so I wasn't concerned about beating somebody with like the Soul Cauldron combo because that's like a really convoluted combo that takes like 4 cards and I have to exile my
it's
commander
fun.
from the game.
Fun combo. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
that's different. But
That
it's
doesn't.
different doing something cool like Rocco versus Thoracle, right? Like nobody cares.
I was
You
like,
know,
I was like, obviously I
Rocco.
can't. Obviously I can't mage craft somebody on turn 4, right? Like I can't chain a smog these guys.
No, that was the other problem. The Mage Craft game small. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
looked at Johnny and I was like, listen, I'm gonna try and play this straight up. But after like turn 8, if we get to like turn 8 or 9, I'm gonna end this game. Like that's what's gonna happen. So what
Right.
ultimately happened is I set up this like super dumb loop where I was sacrificing my eternal witness or blocking with it or something because there's a lot of combat at this power level, right? So
Right.
I kept my eternal witness kept dying, and I would tortured existence it back to my hand. I would cast it. I would get my demonic tutor back from the graveyard. I would cast the demonic tutor and not get a combo piece. I would just get I would get something else, a removal spell
A good card. Yeah.
or a land
And then they
even.
kept
Like
attacking you, and you kept bringing
I
back
just kept
the.
doing
It's like,
this
why do
over and
you
over
do it?
again.
Why do
And
you
we
still
got
do it?
and we got to turn 9 and I looked at Johnny and I was like, I'm gonna go end this game now because I've cast demonic tutor like 4 times.
Right.
And I was like, we have to. It's been an hour. We're gonna play a second
Let's
game.
play it.
I
Everybody
don't
got to do their thing.
I don't feel
Let's
bad anymore.
right.
And
Finish up and do
but
another.
before I comboed off John, so I was like, next turn I'm gonna win. I'm gonna just end it. And it was gonna be with like the Magecraft combo. It's just gonna be like, all right, I've been waiting and waiting, and I'm done with this game.
Right.
But I didn't have the mana to do it right then, so I just played the One Ring. I was like, well, I'm just gonna play the One Ring, and nothing bad's gonna happen to me this turn.
Hopefully.
And then Johnny did some shenanigans where he like it was like a fling. I don't remember the name of the card, but it was like a fling that hit everybody. So he ended up doing like 24 damage to the table.
But it wouldn't have killed you.
It didn't. No. Right,
Yeah.
but he was planning on winning that way. Like he
Okay.
was going to
You
delete
did it anyway.
everybody, but I had just played the One Ring because I didn't have enough mana to combo off. And then John D killed the other 2 guys, and then I just killed him with like I played 3 creatures, and then I killed them all with my own Meat Hook Massacre, and killed him because he was at 3. He was already pretty much dead.
See,
So I
that
didn't
that
I
was
didn't have to combo off. That was how I got my fair grist
a
victory.
fair great win. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it
Cool.
did involve 4 castings of Demonic Tutor and the One Ring, but I
That's
didn't
fair.
combo.
Yeah. That didn't combo. You didn't fast mana.
I didn't.
Demonic Tutor is the worse black counter spell. No, yeah, debatably. It costs 2 instead of 1 if I went Bear Tutor. But that's
That's fair.
yeah, right. um,
Yeah,
I mean
but
that's what the rule zero is. Honestly, when I go sit down at main floors and stuff, I sit down like, okay, what are we playing? If I sit down with Sithis, right, and just win, like okay, I'll play Adeline next time, next game, because Adeline is just it's straightforward, it's good, it's no combos, has fast mana and 2 days, sure, but like you say when after time, have interaction, remove my Adeline, have a board wipe, it's that, and you got me.
yeah, you're damn.
Like I'll play Urza, which is the Saltai one, not Saltai, Saltai, blue, black, white, the Saltai. No,
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 Sultan's got
it's
green.
Esper. It's Esper, the Esper one. That's got no combos in it. It's a good deck, right? Maelstrom Wanderer. Like, I don't feel bad about playing those. So there's lots of combos. That wins through combos. Abzemas I also don't feel bad about. But like you have those conversations like, hey, you guys don't play fast mana. I do. I have them in this deck, but I could just say that there are planes this game if you're okay with that.
Well, we didn't have the entire conversation because I played a Chrome Mox on turn one. Oh
But it
god.
sounds like you want like the enemy the whole game. Like they were going after John D and each other. Johnny was
It
a
was
three.
it was very nice sitting at a table where I wasn't like by default the person to delete.
That's why I like going to game stores. Like
It was
there's no
nice.
Elvis that adult, and then it'll just be like,
Yeah. I
I'll
went
kill
one and
Jeremy.
one. I mean, Grist won, and then I lost with Nazgul in the second game, but um, it
All right,
was
but you won a
nice.
game. 50% win
And
ratio.
I
That's good.
wasn't. I mean, Grist wasn't ahead. I mean, I could have ended the game earlier, probably,
But you cast him on 2 to 4 times.
but like I also could have lost at a couple of times, couple points in there. Like and I mean there were some misplays because again they're a little fresher. Um,
Hmm.
like the dude was playing Henzi, which is an insane deck, by the way.
It's a toolbox
I mean, it's
tutor, right?
literally in the name. It just gives everybody, it gives all the creatures, all the big stuff in your hand, blitz. It's like, so he worldly
You pay a
tutored.
pay a reduced cost, put them out. They have haste. You bring them back to your hand.
Well, you can, but you sack them at the end of turn, and then you get to draw a card when they die as part of the blitz effect. But that dude played worldly tutor, which I was like, okay, I didn't know we were doing this. I thought I was the bad guy, but I don't feel bad anymore. I don't
Oh,
feel bad.
He's not going for a combo piece. He's going for
No, he went and he got that new Eldrazi, that 7 drop Eldrazi, the Taskmaster, the one that like steals a creature from everybody, gives them all
that's
Annihilator.
okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, it's good. That's a fair point.
But he missed that I didn't have any creatures, right? So he only got 2 creatures,
Mm.
and so like little things.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. He's like, oh no, I only got to steal 2 creatures. It's not bad.
Yeah, but I mean, he probably had a better option in his deck if he wasn't gonna get full value out of that guy, right? Like he spent like his draw, like it was his whole draw, and
Right.
it was his whole plan was to like just
Steal
annihilate
it.
everything. Um,
Or you get to yeah, you steal a creature's attack, and yeah. And I
so
mean, the creature you're gonna steal from you is gonna be an insect.
I mean,
What creatures? I mean, you have what? You have in that deck? Shieldred, Yawgmoth.
Yawgmoth. I mean,
What else is
Chatterfang. I
worth
mean,
it? Shadowfang's good. Yeah, yeah.
so I mean, but it was good. They were good players. Um,
Just
but
not.
we had like after the game because I have a different perspective than them on combos. And
Hmm.
so I was saying, I was like, so like I said, there's a difference between Thassa's Oracle
Right.
combos and like other
Rocket.
combos. Because like I have a problem, not a problem, but I'm not for the sort of like blanket no infinite combos sort of language that is
Right. You
oftentimes
gotta
thrown
win. You
around.
got the game's gotta end somehow. Right? You can like.
That was what I said. I was like, the game has to end because I got there and they were in the middle they were finishing up a game that had been going for 2 hours, and like they're just attacking each other. One guy's got 30 tokens. John D's got like 4 6 6s and like a ton of life and life link all over the place. Like you can't attack each other. It's not going anywhere.
Right.
And
Game's gotta end
yeah,
somehow.
I was like, so first off, there's a difference between trying to combo off as quickly as possible, right? And having infinite
a combo
combos,
in the deck. Yeah.
right? I can understand if you guys as a play group don't want me to show up with a deck that's like, oh, I'm gonna try and win it. Like my whole plan is to win on turn two. Like I,
That's essentially a CDH deck, right? Is that your goal is to combo as fast as possible. Like even like Sithis, right? It's not the goal is not to combo off as fast as possible. The goal is to play a bunch of enchantments, draw a bunch of cards, I mean, and get there. But like, it's not
yeah, yeah,
fast mana, 10 fast mana cards, 12 fast mana, 10 tutors, 5 combo pieces. You know,
yeah. It's like so you just sort of have to.
yeah.
It's like plus there's like a plus we got it. I went on. It was like, the game has to end. Like even a Dasa's Orc, I was using the Magecraft combo as my example because it's also like four
It's
mana
two
and two
cards.
cards. I was
Yeah,
like after turn 8, it's all fair game. And like the one guy who was like, it wasn't a, it was like the one guy who was part of the discussion was like, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. I guess if it's turn 9 and we've been playing for 45 minutes to an hour, and you play a Thassa's Oracle combo there, then we've all gotten a chance to do our thing. The game's not over. Now it ends and we can start over. Like that's a perfectly
right.
good
It is.
game of
Yeah,
Magic. Nobody's gonna write about it. Nobody's gonna be like, "Oh, that was such a good game," but it's over and we can
it
start
might
over.
like the intervening interactions might have been fantastic, and then he just closed it out. He got there, right? Might have
Maybe.
been like I'm trying to like. I mean, I guess that's CDH. Like you're trying to win your combo and off and doing this
Yeah.
counter spell interaction here, and then you finally get one through. But like the game we played, I guess it didn't end in a combo, but like I lost, but it was still a good game. Like, I had a good time playing that one. That was like I was. Uh,
There's the other side of the coin too, and these like without the combos, and if it's super combat focused, like somebody's gonna lose 45 minutes before everybody else.
that's why I like Adeline so much, right? Is because I can swing at everybody.
Yeah.
Like I can swing Adeline at one, 10 tokens at another guy, and then like kill 2 people and then
Yeah.
get this last guy. But yeah, I one thing I do hate, and I hated when Harry would play these cards. Essentially, he would play like the Summoners pack cards, right?
Yeah.
And he would play it, and then in response, play another card that then gave me the spell,
Mm-hmm.
and then I wouldn't be able to play the tap for green,
Right.
so I would just lose the next turn.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, guess I'm
This.
out.
Yeah.
Like the first game we played 2 nights ago, he killed me first, like turn 3, and I was like, great, fantastic. I mean, he killed you, and I was very quickly. It was fine, it was cool. But like I'm just sitting here going, like, if this game, like, if he
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
kill the other two
Yeah. You were
people,
screwed. You were screwed.
right? Like I am just sitting here, and like
Yeah. Yeah.
that would not have been fun. I would not have had a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. So I said all this stuff, and then the one guy,
Did anybody disagree with you?
nobody disagreed, but Aditya, Jandi's buddy, whose house it was, he mentioned he had a good counterpoint. Maybe counterpoint's not the right word. I don't know the term that I would use for this, but he said, okay, like he agreed with my logic. If it's far enough into the game, if it's takes enough cards, if it's like interesting
Right.
and cool, if it's not like stupid and busted and broken, like I get all that. But also, these guys aren't there yet. You'd be kind of like giving like a shotgun to a toddler.
He'd
Like
love it.
huh? Yeah,
He'd
right.
love it. Fantastic.
So he was like
um,
he'd be like I'd be worried about, and it's a fair point. He's like, so now like the math gets
all
harder,
we're
right?
doing. Right.
Right. Instead of like looking at your hand and being like, okay, like this is my biggest creature, this is the board state, blah blah blah. Now they're gonna start thinking like, okay, well I have to go find these cards in this order, and I gotta be worried about this counterspell and all this stuff that comes with experience and
Hmm.
does take time. Like you can't be going in the tank
every
You
turn.
can't just add the combos to the deck.
Right.
You
You got
gotta
yeah.
you
I mean, it's we go back to that whole: is the pilot this does the power level is the power level affected by the pilot of the deck?
yeah,
Right.
basically, yeah,
In some
because you
instances, yes, it is.
yeah.
Like
So
Rocco.
I was like that's a fair point. Um, that's a fair point for them, right?
Yeah.
I get it from their perspective, but
I was looking back through
at
our
the same
text.
time, I'm gonna play Grist, and if the game goes too long, I'm gonna try and end
At
it.
the same at the same time, come on. No,
Because I'd
I
rather
was
play
looking.
2 games in 2 hours than one game that takes for fucking ever.
Unless it's a really, really. I mean, I like the end of our game. I was just like kill me faster than you are. Like it was just, I knew you were gonna get there, but
Oh,
like we've been playing for an hour and a
the
half, and
deck
I was like,
cannot kill you any faster. I was
just
killing you as
kill
fast as
me.
I
Just
could.
play the cards and kill me, please.
I was killing
Um,
you as fast as I could.
yeah, but like to your point, I was going back to our text. I don't think Elvis was a part of the text messages, but we like. I know he was. I think it was Discord or something. I forget where. But like Elvis went from turn two Ristic. He skipped a bunch of steps and went straight to turn two Ristic study.
Yeah,
Like when he started playing the game.
yeah, and
Like he
it
didn't go
still
through
is
that like
missing a
the
lot
play
of those
big stuff and
pieces.
swing. Yeah,
He's
he
still
just went
missing a
straight
lot of
to
that,
Ristic study as fast as possible.
a lot of those fundamentals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he can't not, I don't want him to watch this video and be like, they're talking shit.
We've talked shit on everybody now.
That's true. I'm not trying to talk shit on him, but like,
No, 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 no.
it's just missing some fundamentals. It's not every most people are. I got stuff wrong all the time. Sometimes I play my combos wrong. Um, but like I get what they're saying about, if somebody was like, "Oh, I want to add that combo to my deck."
Right.
There's more considerations
You
to
gotta,
it
you gotta
for the
sit
group as
there,
a whole
yeah,
to
sit there
before
a
you
little
start
bit
doing that.
at big stuff. Go stomp
Yeah, there's like a whole
before you get
phase of like,
into okay.
yeah,
Let's do some like surgery. Yeah, you know,
yeah. Like they gotta
take
like,
out things that we need and
yeah, we're still like, you know, maybe add some more synergy to the deck, right? Let's start there.
figure out which synergies you actually want to add versus not. Like for example, the Balin deck I'm trying to build. What did I see? I saw a card in the new set that it was one green and XX. You copy a token X amount of times, gain life. Like that's a good card. I can take it. I can pay a bunch of mana, copy one token. It's synergistic. It's good. But do you want to put it in the deck? Is it that specific card that you want to put in there? Um, or are there other better synergies for the deck? Likewise, I just lost the thought. It was in my head for a
Mm,
second. Oh, you see one card, right? For example, it does a cool thing, right?
yeah,
It works well with the overall theme of the deck. And then you see a card that's, you're looking through cards, you find one that it works really well with that one card, but not any other cards in the deck. And
yeah,
so you slot it in, like, oh, well, if I'm going to do that, then I should do this and this as well. And so you slot those cards in. And so now you've lost the theme of the deck or the synergy of the deck to start with. Right. So it's not you add these synergies for one card and at the expense of the synergy of the deck. So it's not just finding those synergies, right, when you're a new player, not comboing, but finding out which synergies you need and going through that process and actually narrowing down the synergies you actually do want and are good in your deck, and then shifting into combo territory, I guess. But having that thought process of like not just big stuff go stomp, but can I play this card now? Should I wait next turn? Do they have a counter spell? Should I tutor for card A or card B in this specific situation and board state kind
and being able to do it quickly
of? Yes.
is key.
Mm-hmm. And I guess because I'm playing the deck a bunch of times.
Practice helps.
Mm-hmm.
Practice helps. The nice part about combo decks is that you can goldfish them.
They do the same thing. They do the
Yeah,
same thing.
you can
Yeah.
figure out your combo lines. You can figure out like if I have these cards in hand and this much mana, like this is the play. This is the move. Um, and
Kind of
it's
like I like
easy.
Cascade sometimes. You know, there's no thinking in Cascade. You just play the big thing in Cascade, and
Yeah,
there you go. Not a lot of thinking involved. It's nice sometimes.
yeah.
Not to have to worry about it. So,
So that
like
was an
Attraction,
interesting
my secret
experience.
deck, so much thinking in Attraction. Like I make so many mistakes all the time in that deck. It's insane. But,
Well, you
yeah.
just got to remember to tick up your planeswalkers.
No, no, that's not. You'd think so. So many times I was like, oh, I did that in the wrong order.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
sequence.
Well,
It's a sequencing.
yeah.
It's just like,
That's a whole nother conversation about
right, sequencing.
sequencing.
Hmm. So, what were you uh, what were you about to say?
I was just saying it was an interesting experience because I haven't played with anybody outside of our like 9 or 10
Hmm.
people in a long time. I
Oh,
mean, I
hold
played
on.
with.
I think I, oh, hey, did he find it? If he finds his banky, we're good.
Sorry, I got like
Nope. I
a.
gotta
All
be
right.
right back. I'll let you know. He
Did not
walked. He walked into the room and he wasn't. Oh wait, he's
did not think you were gonna be back in like 2 seconds.
no. It usually is like he. If it's usually
Sloan takes forever to go back to
he just
sleep.
wants his binky. Like he lost it. He doesn't know where it is, and so we've done standard practice. We have a spare binky on the changing table because if we can't find it in the crib quick enough, and half the time it's falling off the edge, we just grab it and put that one in his mouth, and he's usually good. He's usually good after that. So, I mean, it looks like he's okay. But it's when you put his binky back in his mouth and he's still crying, that's you gotta like pick him up and just cuddle him for a little bit.
Mhm. Sloan always needs cuddled. She's never been one for a binky, so I haven't been
Yeah,
able to
but
use that move.
he doesn't like freak out without it, right? Like he pull it out of his mouth. He's not one of those. He can do without it. I've noticed recently he'll stick his hand in his mouth if he doesn't
Probably got
have it. But like,
how many teeth he got?
you got no teeth yet.
Well, they're probably on their way.
No teeth yet. Yeah.
That's
Pug.
I saw that. That's what Sloan does when the teeth are coming. Put,
puts a hand in the mouth.
yeah,
I mean, it's bound to happen. He's it's hilarious. So when he crawls, right? When you can listen to him speed up, because you just start hearing like you just hear these hats go really start speeding up and picking up. It's hilarious. And he'll come to you too. Like it's you
yeah.
walk into the kitchen. He's like, come on to the kitchen, and he'll come into the kitchen with you.
The one
And like when
people
he's
are.
eating, you leave the room and you come back. You come in. He's like,
Fuck,
like trying to look around the corner.
who
Like,
are you?
where'd you go?
Are you gone forever? Are you coming back?
He's great. I was throwing a blanket over my face today earlier, laying on the ground, going like, "Where's Dad?" And he would like crawl like on my face, and I try to rip the blanket off my face. He's great.
Well, I'm glad you're having a good time with your child.
I, I think
That's a good thing.
he was a little shit this evening when he was just like wanted to be not in bed. But like okay,
Well,
he went
they
10 minutes
that.
of whining and he went to sleep.
They definitely do that.
Yeah, is Sloan still like in a crib?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah. She'll get a bed here soon, one of these days.
I mean,
Once I get around to it. I mean,
I'll see how it goes.
the crib we have, will convert into a bed for her. I just have to.
I don't know if mine does or not.
She rolls around way too much for me to want to deal with that right now.
Oh, he's insane. Like he just
I don't want to deal with that.
like he'll roll, if I put him like on a flat mattress on the ground, he'd roll off the mattress easy.
Oh yeah, 100%. Immediately.
Yeah.
Won't even waste any time. She'll be like, "Oh, there's no railing here."
Oh, cool. It's just
Just fucking dive bomb right off the edge because she's a monster. Yeah, That's exactly what would happen.
and then wonder what happened.
Yeah, she'd be crying. Be like,
Like, why did that hurt?
why did you do this to me? Like, I didn't do that. You donkey, you did that.
I trusted you.
You freaking donkey! Don't jump off the bed.
Why next one of us then? Because I did not trust you.
I don't trust her for nothing. Can't trust
Uh,
her at all. I was cooking dinner this evening. She came running into the kitchen with a piece of paper and just like throws it up on the stove. I'm like, "There's fire up here."
what happens if
Yeah, she's like,
he,
"Dad,
he crawled up on the
paper. What?"
he he crawled up on the dishwasher door today? Like it was down, and like a couple times I had picked him up in the kitchen, walked through the dining room, in the living room, and set him down. He immediately went back to the dishwasher,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked away, and I turned back around, and he's just on the dishwasher door.
Oh
Just got
God.
up top, moving into it. Like, nope.
Yeah, Sloan does that bullshit too. She's like, "Oh, can I put my hand in here? Oh, it's
Right?
gross. Get off. Get your ass out of the dishwasher."
Yeah.
They're freaking nuts.
Oh,
I can't take it.
how's Ashley doing?
She's sick.
For sick.
She's she's miserable. She's so miserable. And there's nothing you can do
When
for
she's, when she's not, I don't know. Bridget wants to hang out with her again.
her. Did you say I don't know or let her know?
Let her know.
Oh, I heard I don't know, and I was like, that's fucking
I don't know.
hilarious.
When she's not sick, so when she's feeling a bit better, let her know that Bridget could do without her.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Just so I don't want to pile on.
Just let her know Ashley's Bridget's completely indifferent. Yeah. Okay. That's what I heard, and then like when I started laughing, it like hit me what you actually said, and I was like, oh, now I got it.
Wait, that
Shit.
doesn't seem right.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he said. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, I will let her know. She needs friends.
Mm-hmm.
She could definitely
Megan
use
just
some
doesn't
new.
text back, so
Yeah, no.
Megan just doesn't text back. She's in her own
She
little
does. She does
world.
that to Bridget too.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay, well then Ashley won't
Honestly,
feel.
I don't think
Ashley
that's
won't
ever
feel
been
bad
like
about that.
no, that's never been a personal thing. I mean, it's
Yeah.
personal to Megan, but not to
Right. Right.
the
It's not. It's
individuals.
not targeted at Ashley.
No, no. Kevin has been a good advocate there, explaining the
The inner
like, no, no, no,
workings of.
no. She doesn't hate you. She's just
It is what it is.
terrible.
She's just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
it is what it is. She
Yeah.
she definitely she I think, right, and I'm not an expert on
You sure?
women or my wife, but
I'm an expert. I know everything.
I'm not.
I'm writing a book.
Oh, you should, if you're an expert.
Go on.
I think it would be good if she had a reason to leave the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree on that. I think so too. I think
Like,
Bridget gets a little stir crazy when she hasn't left the house for a while.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like
She
Ashley,
doesn't
like
like
she
to
goes
leave
to
the
work,
house.
she comes home, and if nobody like calls her, like she's perfectly content chilling, but at the
Mhm.
same time, I'm like, I think, I think she would enjoy
I go out every now and then.
if somebody was like, leave the kid at home,
Yep. Yep. Oh,
let's go do the shit.
yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think she would take some convincing. But as soon as somebody got her out of the house, because if it's me, she'd just be like, "No, we have to do grocery shopping instead." But like
Yeah, with Bridget, like she would need the convincing too, because she's perfectly content with canceling plans
yeah,
and staying at home and not doing a thing. And so I have to convince her that she has plans. I'm like, okay, don't cancel them. Like, go do the thing. We're
mm,
fine here.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
go do the thing.
what was the one thing I was reading? Because you mentioned she like going to work and coming home. Is that like people in our generation don't have like that? a lot of us anyway, don't have that third place to go to, right? Like a lot of times years ago, people would have like you go to work, you go home, go to the bar, work home, coffee shop, home, poetry, slam reading session. I don't know, something like that. I guess for people like us, it'd be the card shop, right? Here,
Right.
in Lancaster, it'd be the Midnight Oil that Fall Belt has. That's a cool spot. Um, but a lot of people don't have that third place.
Right. No, that
So
tracks. I believe it.
I kind of feel like you're right. Like I don't have a third place I go on a regular basis
I don't go
to have,
anywhere.
right?
But I come down here at least. Like I come down here and do the things that aren't the grocery shopping or the putting toys away or like
Yes,
I like at the end of my day, I'm not like all I did today was like stuff,
right.
right?
Yeah,
I come down
that's.
here
Mhm.
and I do this or I play Magic with you
I do with
guys
Magic cards, play Total War,
or I just watch,
and
sports or
right.
something, like something.
I remember
Some
just today was like was I want to spend time with you, trying to me. And I was like, well, we're doing that like right now. And he said, well, yeah, this is nice, but like, I want to go out and have dinner and like have date nights essentially, which are always good. Have date nights, um, audience.
audience.
Um,
Where does the baby
yeah, I
go?
think. Well, we need to get it. We babysit him. Baby
You
stays home. Baby doesn't get to go to
Well, I know
dinner.
that. You've done babysitter. We haven't.
Oh,
We
we've done so. Her mom,
Well, okay, yeah. We
yeah.
His parents.
Um, but like if we put him down, like he was down like 7, if we do that, at that point the babysitter just has to like, okay, if he wakes up, put his binky back in his mouth. Here's a spare one. If the house catches on fire, grab him and get out. Right? Like that's all he's got to do.
Right.
Um, my old coworker said that she would babysit, and I'm sure there's a few other ones. I mean, we're supposed to go on day number 9th. I need to find a babysitter. I need to text some people. So
Yeah,
just
we haven't used a
yeah,
babysitter, and it's a little bit harder because we don't. I don't know how far away are Bridget's parents.
not 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, like I mean,
it's
if
like a
you
whole
you
it's
guys
like a whole
have
two
like been
hour
like
ordeal.
close
Like
friends,
I gotta put somebody up, in a room. I gotta,
you guys
Mom's
stay the
gotta
night.
stay. I gotta put the dog in boarding because the dog doesn't like people. It's like a whole ordeal.
Jeez, you see, we
Yeah.
have an asshole here who just takes a dump in the middle of the hallway when he wants to. It's the thing he's been doing. I don't know why.
He's trying to send a message.
Yeah, well, the message is gonna get thrown out on the street here in a second.
Well, that'll do it. That'll be it's one of those fuck around and find out situations.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so I don't know, it's tough. That's why I need another, and plus we don't have any, like she has coworkers, which are friends,
Right.
but it's
Or so you
different.
guys like, how many close friends do you trust to even come and babysit for the night close by? You know.
Well, like none, but I'm just saying like there's like nobody to like her best friend from work is like a half an hour away because they live on like opposite sides of the office, right?
Mhm.
So it's you know
Yeah, yeah, that's rough. Like another one. Like I was saying, I could text the one guy who's gonna watch the cat again this weekend and we're away. First flight, first plane ride for him this weekend tomorrow.
oh, to Wisconsin
Yeah, flight's at 4:30, so like not doing a nap time or anything.
in the afternoon.
In the afternoon, yeah, kind of morning.
Just making sure.
Yeah, God no. Yeah. Have you been on the plane with him for the baby yet with this one? No.
No.
I'm concerned about being able to take powdered formula on the plane.
Call them.
Like them letting it through. Like I mean, we have it in a sealed container.
You should call them.
Um,
They'll tell you. There's no sense risking it
that's a good point.
because you don't want them to dump it.
Yeah.
So, and you know, there's nobody like there's online resources for that sort of thing, but most of them aren't can't say for sure what's going to happen when you get there.
Right.
You know, so you should call. They
This is
probably got an
called the airport, right? Not
there's
the airline.
probably they probably have a dedicated line for questions like this. Because
Right.
like in a lot of places, you know, like moms and young children get like special treatment. Like we could take, um, you know, like you can take like liquid like bottles and stuff like through security in a lot of places where you can't take where you can't otherwise take liquids.
Right. We were gonna make the bottle ahead of time. We just like have the container of pick it. Don't step on the keyboard.
I mean, you should be fine with the powdered
Right.
formula, but
And like just
doesn't hurt to
it's
call.
this sealed container, so it's not like we haven't opened it. Little sticker's still there. You know, make bottles. We didn't.
I would just call.
Yeah. So we'll see how it is. The only thing I'm worried about is the pressure change.
No, that'd be
Like,
fine.
if he's annoyed with anything else, we'll just put on Miss Rachel and you know, cool, shut up.
Yeah.
But like if it's the pressure, his ears hurt and they're popping and he's crying. That's the only like I can't like do anything about, you know.
No,
So
you're just gonna be one of those people on the plane.
yeah, yeah. Oh, great, the baby.
Yeah. No, we haven't taken Sloan on anything.
I'll let you know
She's
how
been
it
in some
goes.
pretty long car rides, but
Oh,
no
he's
plans.
good in the car. He's gone on like 8 hour car rides.
Yeah.
So usually like the last hour he's not happy, but
No.
yeah.
Yeah, we took a lot of breaks, but she made it.
Yeah.
Well, buddy,
All right. Yeah, I was
have
about to
we
say
mused?
we have mused quite a bit. I hope you, the audience, enjoyed our musing.
Hmm.
Um, feel free to skip through. We probably should have been skipping, right? Skip through the musings that you don't want to listen to. We
Add
kind of
some
muse
chapters.
back and forth between magic and life and the universe and everything. Um, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't if you don't want to like it, don't like it because for me, liking YouTube videos is annoying because it puts it in like a playlist. I don't want it in a playlist.
I
I
don't
just
think I've
want to
ever done
support
it.
the
Yeah.
algorithm. But at least subscribe. Subscribe. Put on the bell dinger thing. Um, put on a video in the background so it just plays to help us get our views up. You
Yep.
know,
Over and over again.
play
Repeat.
us at night. Play us at night. You don't even have to have the volume up. Just
I've
let
been
it
told I have a
roll.
wonderful voice.
I have not.
Let me sing you to sleep.
Mm. We should do some sleep videos where we're just like,
Might work
and
out.
just like half an hour and a half.
That would be
Um,
wildly disappointing if nobody watches our magic stuff, but they watch us hum at each other for an hour and a half. Wildly
um,
disappointing.
yeah. So join us next time. We'll try not to go a whole month. Michael plan on doing
Yeah.
some deck techs together separately of our own decks, of fun decks.
Got a
Um,
lot of new decks here.
working on a power level episode as well, where we
Mm,
discuss the and fix
fix
the 1 to 10 power slide scale. Um,
once and for all.
yeah, no spoilers on that, but we do fix it, 100%. Um, yeah, have a good night.
Peace,
Peace.
homie.